Early life and education, 1882 to 1904. Born on January 30th, 1882 in Hyde Park, New York, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was the only child of a wealthy and influential family. His father, James Roosevelt, instilled in him a sense of social responsibility, while his mother, Sarah Roosevelt, was deeply involved in his upbringing. He attended elite institutions, including Groton School and Harvard University, where he developed a sense of duty and leadership. Roosevelt later studied law at Columbia Law School, but left without graduating to take the bar exam, which he passed in 1907. Early political career and marriage, 1905 to 1920. Roosevelt married Eleanor Roosevelt, his fifth cousin once removed, in 1905. Together they had 6 children, 5 of whom survived to adulthood. Eleanor would later become a powerful figure in her own right, a diplomat, and an advocate for civil and human rights. Roosevelt entered politics in 1910 when he won a seat in the New York State Senate. A Democrat in a largely Republican district, he quickly gained attention for his progressive stance and tenacity. President Woodrow Wilson appointed him Assistant Secretary of the Navy in 1913, a position he held through World War I. This role allowed him to build his administrative skills, laying the groundwork for his future in public service. Polio diagnosis and personal struggle, 1921. In 1921, at age 39, Roosevelt was diagnosed with polio after experiencing severe symptoms, including paralysis in his legs. This was a turning point in his life, physically and psychologically. Roosevelt was determined not to let his disability define him, although it would be an ongoing struggle. He sought various treatments and found partial relief at Warm Springs, Georgia, where he later established a therapeutic center for polio patients. Roosevelt's illness forced him to develop resilience and adopt new strategies for mobility, such as using leg braces and relying on the support of his family and aides. Throughout his life, he worked to keep his paralysis out of the public eye, knowing that his physical limitations might affect his political future. Returned to politics and governor of New York, 1928 to 1932. After years of rehabilitation, Roosevelt returned to public life and ran for governor of New York in 1928. Winning by a narrow margin, he demonstrated that he was still capable of leadership, despite his disability. As governor, Roosevelt became known for his progressive policies, which emphasized social welfare, labor rights, and economic reform, foreshadowing the New Deal. His success in New York established him as a national figure and prepared him for the highest office. His resilience in overcoming personal adversity resonated with the public struggling with the economic hardships of the Great Depression. Disability and determination. Roosevelt's disability shaped his life and leadership in profound ways. By facing physical challenges daily, he developed a resilience that fueled his response to the national crises of the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt's commitment to service, despite his limitations, inspired the public and redefined what was possible for a leader with a disability. He downplayed his paralysis publicly, often being photographed only in ways that minimized his reliance on wheelchairs and braces. This was partly due to societal stigma around disability, but also because Roosevelt understood that appearing strong was vital for the confidence of the American people. Personal life and legacy. Roosevelt's marriage to Eleanor became more of a political partnership over time, as she grew into her role as a public figure, an advocate for civil rights and social justice. While their marriage faced personal challenges, including Roosevelt's infidelity, they remained united in their dedication to public service. Roosevelt's legacy includes not only the New Deal and his leadership during World War II, but also his lasting impact on the role of government in American life. He transformed the U.S. government into an agent of social and economic change, establishing federal responsibility for the welfare of citizens. He also helped found the United Nations, promoting a vision of global cooperation. Death and enduring influence, 1945 to present. On April 12, 1945, Roosevelt died of a cerebral hemorrhage, just months into his 4th term as president and shortly before the end of World War II. His death marked the end of an era, but solidified his status as one of the most transformative presidents in U.S. history. Roosevelt's ability to lead a nation through both economic collapse and global war, all while managing a disability, left a powerful legacy. He is remembered as a symbol of resilience and determination, proving that physical challenges do not preclude greatness.